Hello, all. Welcome to Developer Chat for December 12th, 2018.
I'm just going to stare at Pagani the whole time.
Press F to pay respects for Mr. Will Pagani, the last dev chat we will ever have him on.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that at all. I might just show up
Yeah.
one day.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Well, the last legal appearance of you.
It's not illegal for me to be in the building. I just have to get a
You
visitor
know the
pass.
cops would
Yeah.
be chasing
Visitor
you.
Yeah.
You know the
pass,
cops. Our crack security team would swoop down from the ceiling.
which is Josh.
God, yes.
Yep.
Chat, I'm going to need to see maximum Fs. Good, both Twitch chat and Facebook. The Fs are flying. That's all I want to see. Press F for respects. So,
It's all they can.
And or
that's-
heart emojis.
or,
The
yeah,
only thing
hard
they
mode.
can
heart
put in the
likes.
chat this entire
That's what I
time
need.
is only F.
Yes.
It'll make this way easier.
So what are you watching aside from the Pagani F chat? You're watching Dev Chat, which is something we do almost every week. We do
Almost.
3 streams a week. We do a weekly Rumble.
We do 4 streams a week.
Well, I'm getting to that.
He's
I was building up to it.
he's building up to it.
But
He's inaccurate.
early and
he's
often.
inaccurate first, and then
Yeah.
and then
The Pagani way.
he's like
so
the bigger deal.
we had been doing 3 streams a week, which was always
you
Tuesday,
go.
Wednesday, Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Tuesdays was weekly Rumble, where we play games we make. Wednesdays is what you're watching, Dev Chat, where we, the development team, myself, Will Hungerford, Oz, Schoonover, and I love you.
F heart equals fart.
Talk about what's going on in CID and other things. Thursdays, Get Your Paint On with Dallas Kemp, and that is the show where Dallas sort of like chills and paints and answers questions and like teaches you hobby tips and tricks, but we're adding a new stream on Fridays. P3 Presents Live.
We've already added it. It's happened before.
They may not know that. This is why it's informative. Oz, we know this. We know what the rules for infernals are. You want me to start talking about those?
look at all the little
Sometimes you
hearts.
gotta tell people. You gotta let them know what's going on.
Thank you
What
for
is-
the hearts
I
chat.
think that's just one person.
That's one person spamming hearts.
We need more people spamming hearts then.
For people that wonder what the difference between P3 Presents and the Get Your Paint On is, P3 Presents is Dallas basically doing a tutorial. It'll be shorter, it's gonna be more focused. Get Your Paint On is like Hangout in chat, whereas P3 Presents is like, today I'm gonna teach you how to do Kador Red, I'm gonna teach you how to paint metal, I'm gonna teach you how to paint a glow, I'm gonna teach you how to paint eyes, and he's gonna do that one thing and be very specific. So those videos later on are effectively gonna be tutorials you can reference later on. So, before we get into the topic, God, I love you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some cool stuff coming up that I want to make sure everybody knows about. The current mini crate is Ice Queen Lanissa, and December 19th is the last date to be able to get her. So if you go to mini-crate.com, which is our like once a month special miniature subscription service, you can pick her up. But after the 19th, she goes away. The 6-month sub right now is still the
I like it.
alternate Alexia 1, Handmaiden of Death, that if you sign up for 6 months, you get a 7th model for free. She shows up in your next shipment. That's Alexia 1, Handmaiden of Death.
And that's any time you sign up for the premium VIP subscription during that 6 months. So
Anytime.
Even if it's the very last month.
Anytime.
If you're like, VIP me, then you get that mini too.
And speaking of mini crate, the first of the Legend of the Five Rings mini crate model has passed. We're on to the next one. We're on to Matsu Tsuko, which is the champion of the Lion Clan. That model is available right now if you go to mini-crate.com/L5R, so don't miss out on that as well. So,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about Gareth 2. We're going to talk about Will Pagani. We're going to talk about the Scorn changes that occurred after CID. And we're going to give you an idea of when
The heart stopped.
this is going to happen. An idea.
An idea.
So,
Okay.
shall we?
Sure.
Let's.
Oh, by the way, behind the microphone helping us out today, making every stream we do better, Tony Konachek. The original, the irreplaceable, except when Oz and I play Monpok.
Except for he turns the sound off on
He
us.
turns the sound off and shuts the stream halfway down.
Well, it's all the way down, just halfway
Yeah.
through.
Tony is the best video producer we've ever had, except when he's not. So thank you, Tony. And God, I hope this goes right.
Yes.
Let's begin. Where do you want to start at? Oh, you're just reading chat? Oh, by the way, we are streaming live, twitch.tv/privateerpress.
Yeah.
And so if you're watching this on YouTube later, which if you missed stuff, you can go to youtube.com/privateerpress prime and watch it. So we'll be answering questions from chat, especially during developer chat. That's kind of in the name.
Also, during the hiatus we're going to have for the next couple of weeks, if you miss us and you need that daily dose of us,
Yeah.
all those videos on YouTube, just
Yeah.
go back and watch them.
Speaking of
Every
which,
every Wednesday for the next couple of weeks, just go to YouTube and watch your favorite episode of us.
We should bring up that we are going on holiday break after this week. So tomorrow on Get Your Paint On, the special guest is going to be Mr. Pagani again. Then we'll see the P3 Presents live. But after this week, some of us are leaving forever, and then some of us are leaving temporarily to go back to the bayou to enjoy gumbo, good spirits, and family. And so we won't be here in Seattle, which makes streaming difficult. So we're
Not impossible, but difficult.
So we'll be back in January.
Yeah, we'll announce when in January everything's back up.
There's like a million videos on YouTube you can go
There
watch.
are a million.
So, million.
Fun.
You want to start with Gareth, too? We want to talk
Sure, get in there, dog.
We added Gareth 2 last week to the CID.
Surprise!
I added his concept art today for consistency.
Hold on, I'm going to turn my logo out. So
Couldn't find it.
I can't drink with this. Go ahead.
I couldn't find his concept art. And you guys have all seen the render that was in the solicitation. So the concept art is there for consistency.
Just remember, you have to be smarter than the koozie.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so
Just grind it.
Gareth 2.
So he's been out for a while, so I don't think we really need to go through all of his stuff. I think it's probably more important we talk about the concept of Gareth 2
Yeah.
and where we want to see him as designers and developers.
Yep.
So Gareth 2 is a sniper.
Yeah.
We want him to have that playstyle where he sets up like a sniper nest, basically, sits in it, waits for his prey to walk past, unloads his perfect storm shot, and then boogies on out of there before he can get killed. And that is where a lot of his rules come from. We talked about it a little bit in the CID forums with the blurb from there. I did get a chance to talk to Jason a little bit yesterday about where we might be thinking of taking Gareth after some feedback. But we haven't had our full meeting to really hammer down exactly what changes are going to go in for him, which hopefully will happen today after this stream.
Yep. And I really like when we were having our original meetings about Gareth 2, you hit on like what I think is really interesting about his concept is mage hunters, as we know, if you follow the fluff, their whole thing is that it's in their name, right? They exist to go find human casters that they think are destroying Cyber's power and assassinate them. Mainly, they've been a lot of melee focused, or we've seen like the mage hunter strike forces that have like the crossbows and stuff. But like when you think of somebody who's an assassin, like snipers come to mind, right? And we've never, the ghost snipers are not, traditional mage hunters. So Gareth being the first mage hunter sniper, and that is his core thing. He should be like one of the scariest snipers you could possibly face. Like if you're a human caster or anyone he wants dead, like this is a terrifying entity that's not meant to get there in the front lines. He's not meant to be like a spell slinger. He's meant to, like you said, line up the shot,
Take
and then
it,
move.
and then get out. So some of the things that we discussed yesterday from Jason, which have also been posted on CID forums for several of these, is changing his field marshal to both Pathfinder and Prowl at the same time.
Yep.
And then changing Shadow Pack to a low impact, friendly model upkeep spell. Heightened Reflexes is something that was brought up, which I think is a pretty good spell for him. Because he's to have 17, you can't knock him down if he's got Heightened Reflexes. That's great. He would have Prowl, which I think fits really great into the fluff there for what we're going for. Some other things that were discussed was not doing the field marshal change, possibly adding occultation.
Hey, let me talk about the Prowl
Sure.
thing real fast.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I pitched the Field Marshal Prowl in Pathfinder, and the reason was we were looking at his focus efficiency and what he wants to be doing every turn, and he has a lot of what he's spending a lot of focus. And Shadow Pack is a cool ability, it's good, but we don't want him to be able to cast every single spell and boost his shots every turn. That's just, you can't have your cake and eat it too every single turn and do everything he possibly can. But it was a little too much. He had just enough options to where he had to switch different modes and was being pulled in different directions. So if dropping Shadow Pack becomes this innate thing with Prowl and then keeping the Pathfinder, now it really also plays into the theme of him and his warband, or his battle group, like running up and sticking in the terrain, lining up those shots, no one seeing him coming, taking the shots, and then running away. And so, like I said, we're going to talk about it more with Souls, and that's the pitch I really hope sticks the most, and then we get to see it.
Sure. Some other changes that we talked about were occultation instead of Shadow Pack. It lets him affect a bunch of different things. He can still cast it on himself if he wants stealth. So I think that's a great option. And then we also talked about powerful attack, which is when he boosts his range attack, it boosts both his attack and damage. So he only has to spend one focus on that instead of two, which can really help alleviate some of that focus stuff. Some things that we are absolutely not going to be doing.
Blood Boon?
Blood Boon is not on that list.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yes.
He's got a vampire sniper rifle.
No, he doesn't have a vampire sniper rifle.
Magic vampire sniper rifle.
Blood Boon, resourceful, which wouldn't even really do anything right now, but it still gets brought up. Yeah, so things like that, not going to happen.
I mean, you can curse if shadows your own models because it's not target enemy model,
and then you could upkeep it for free.
and you could upkeep it for
So that would
free.
be pretty sweet. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at the moment for Gareth. Stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have our meeting today. We'll be able to go through the rest of the feedback and stuff from all of you lovely players out there. And we'll have an update out hopefully today, maybe tomorrow.
Yep. Yep. And you'll also see some more changes coming to the Steelheads. We're not going to talk
Absolutely.
about those just yet because we have some more things to discuss, and we don't want to provide you with something that then you get disappointed if it doesn't go through.
Yep.
Well, and an update's coming for them for that CID.
Yes,
very
it'll
soon.
be the same update.
Yeah, it's all the same
yeah.
update. I think for, obviously Gareth 2 is a fun bit of seasoning in this holiday CID. The Steelheads are the main bit of the pie, and you're going to see
Yeah.
a lot of really cool things coming up on them real
Yeah.
soon.
Something else about Gareth, we definitely don't want him shooting more than once per turn. So
Yeah.
anything that would give him a second shot is
Yeah.
pretty much off the
He's
table.
got a single shot sniper rifle, not a machine gun.
Yep.
Yep. So next thing we want to talk about, because we're not talking about some of these Steelhead changes until you actually see them go live, is people have been waiting for this for a while now.
I thought he was pointing at something.
Let's point at my Scorn logo.
Your body?
No, not wait. Scorn logo. Me?
Not. I can't meet myself. Ridiculous.
Maybe you could. Yeah.
We're getting word right now that the sound is cutting out.